What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I don't really put a lot of stock into Jay-Z speaking up on his wife's behalf about certain people not getting nominated and not winning album of the year and so on and so forth. A lot of people were like a lot of people are up in arms about it. They're really like saluting Jigga for speaking up about the Grammys and speaking up for his wife, winning an award, and speaking up for certain artists that get snubbed on a regular basis and so on and so forth, and calling the Grammys out at their own award show, and they look at it as revolutionary. I don't. Okay? Now, this is coming from one of the biggest Jay-Z fans you could ever find. Growing up, Jigga was my favorite rapper. I'm talking about, I've had arguments with I went to college in the South. Went to undergrad at Mississippi Valley State University at HBCU. Then I went to Arkansas State University, a predominantly white institution, for grad school, right? And in both settings, I spent time arguing with folks about how Jigga was the best rapper I had ever heard. Skill-wise, lyrically, all of that, right? And delivery, flow, all of that. I feel like he was the best the longevity. He was the best rapper I'd ever seen, right? Or ever heard, I'm sorry. And so people will argue me down, right? Even my fraternity brothers, my new brothers, I'm a brother Kappa Alpha Psi, I would get into it with him about it, right? So this is not coming from a Jay-Z hater. But I'm going to ask y'all this. Do y'all really think Jigga would have got up there and did that whole soliloquy? You think he would have went up there and gave that whole speech if his wife was not affected by this award show? Do you think he really would have got up there and gave that whole speech if it wasn't his wife that was affected by that? He spoke up for his wife and then used other little to make it seem like he was talking about everybody else. He spoke up for his wife, which as a husband you're supposed to do, right? And it still takes boldness to do it at the award show. But Jigga got FU money. He don't give a fuck. He know they need him. And then he know they need his wife at the Grammys. They need them there. They need their presence there. Their presence is like a blessing to the Grammys because they need credibility, especially within the black community. So they're always going to offer the invitation to Jay-Z and Beyonce to be at the show. He knows that he went up there and spoke. But I promise y'all, if his wife wasn't affected, he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have spoke up at all. See, here's the thing. Jigga is a big capitalist all across the board. And it only took me to some years ago to really realize it, but you can realize it in his raps too. Now, granted, majority of rappers are capitalistic in their raps and how they want the money. But certain things that Jigga has done, like at the expense of other black folks, shows you that he's a capitalist. Jigga is a big part of why Brooklyn is now gentrified. He the one that pushed for the Nets to be in Brooklyn. Push black folks out the community, with driving up, all the stuff getting higher and higher and higher because the Barclays is there. He knew that would happen. And he did it anyway. I knew Jigga was a capitalist when at first he was telling all the rappers not to perform at the award show at the Super Bowl at the halftime show of the Super Bowl. Don't do no Super Bowl. Telling all the black artists, hip hop artists, don't perform there. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't perform for the NFL. We standing with Colin Kaepernick. Right? He making it seem like he all on board with Colin Kaepernick, and then when he cuts a deal with the NFL to where he can benefit from the NFL, from the Super Bowl show, and now it's cool to perform there because he getting a slice of the pie. What type of shit is that? But Jigga will have it he will masquerade it like he's for the people. He's standing on black causes, and he all for black, and he is a revolutionary for our people, and he's really not. I'm okay. A lot of people, and that's why I say a lot of people would be like, they'll look at certain things that he's done. Yes, he's gotten certain people out of jail. Yes, he's done good things for some black folks. But for black folks as a whole, Jigga he don't mind undermining black folks as a whole in certain situations. Just like I told you, he helped to gentrify the Brooklyn area and move black folks out of the area for sure, because he moved up, the prices got hiked up because he wanted to bring the basketball team over there and all that, right? And certain other instances too that I had laid out previously in other videos that I made. I made a video about Jigga being a capitalist and I broke it down. But people be like, oh, he for the community, he for the culture, he for generational wealth of black folks. And that's how he sells it to the public, that he's for the generational wealth of black people. And I say, is he? Is he really? Is he really? I highly doubt that. Because what person has Jay-Z really made secure generational wealth for besides people who helped to secure generational wealth for him? So not people signed to his label. You know what I mean? Jigga be trying to come figure out ways to cut the check to get him richer and richer in every aspect. You know, and there's nothing wrong with getting rich, just not at the expense of other black folks, you know? And so making black folks come out of pocket for all this, that, and third, and all that. But like, yeah, I don't see it as revolutionary like everybody else did. And I'm one of the biggest Jigga fans you could find. What? I remember what? I got a condo with nothing but condos in it, the same place with a Ramsey in it. So all I do is rap and sex. Imagine how I stroll. See how I was flowing on my last cassette, rapid fire like I'm blasting the tech. Never jam, no, never get high, never run out of ammo. Niggas hating the shit just because I jaged a bitch. You know your favorite red. I know what Major said. What? All of that. I remember singing all this as a shorty. You hear me? When I heard that Black album, what more can I say? What? Over to God, blasphemy. I'm at the Trump International. Ask for me. I ain't never scared. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Nigga, why would I ever care? Pound for pound, I'm the best to ever come around here, excluding nobody. Look what I embody, the soul of a hustler. I really ran the street. The CEO is mine. That marketing plan was me. And no, I ain't get shot up a whole bunch of times or make up issuing a whole bunch of lines. And I ain't animated like, say, a Busta Rhymes. But the real issue get what you bust down my line. Like, all of that, listen. Again, this is not coming from a Jay-Z hater. I just recognize what Jigga is. So, he does certain things within the black community for certain black people that'll make us say, he for the people, he for our people, he for our people. So you don't want to, if you feel like if you question him, other black folks will be like, how can you question a man who's gotten other black people out of jail at times and he's donated money to this? How can you question him? Easily, like just like you can question anybody else. Just like it's people that question Colin Kaepernick to this day, right? For taking that stand and call him out, right? Even though he's donated a lot of money to a lot of black organizations and organizations that are there to make change within black people, within the community for black folks specifically, right? And also other people of color as well. But for black folks specifically, he's donated to the organization for black people. And people that still call him out and question him. So why can't we call out, why we can't question Jigga? But Jigga know if he do certain stuff like that the black folks will be second guess questioning him, even though he went out there and undermined folks in order to get that deal with the NFL. Made it seem like he was standing with Colin Kaepernick, telling other black folks don't perform there, don't take their money, don't perform, telling them, hey, don't take the NFL money. We standing with Cap. Then went behind the scenes and cut a check with Roger Goodell in the NFL. And now it's cool to perform at the halftime show because Jigga is over the halftime show. What type of shit is that? You stop other black folks from getting money because you said we doing it in the name of the people, and then you go and cut a deal with the NFL. The same folks you said was colluding to keep to blackball Colin Kaepernick, right? The same man that you say you was against, you cut a deal with him, and now it's cool because you getting a slice of the pie. What is that? What is that? Come on, man. That's shiesty. That sound like Rico from Paid in Full. You got 16 bricks right there? Right there? That's 16 bricks right That's what it sound like. You know, and people don't want to question it because it's Jay-Z. He done donated some money. He done got a few folks out of jail. He Beyonce's husband. I promise y'all, Jigga would face a lot more scrutiny if he was not Beyonce's husband. Him being Beyonce's husband has shielded him from a lot of the scrutiny that people want to lobby at him because black women will protect him because he is married to a woman that a lot of them, you know, look at as a deity figure. And I love Beyonce's music, feel like she's a dope artist and all that, but it's a lot of black women who, and people across the world too, but I'm going to say the black folks that I know, it's a lot of women that look at her as a deity. as a goddess and place her on a pedestal. And because Jigga is her husband, he's close, he's in proximity to her, he is a god now to a lot of people. It's people that view Jigga as a god, men that view Jigga as a god regardless, Beyonce or not, right? And so now you have these two people who are held in high regard within our community, extremely high regard. And some people are scared to criticize them because, oh my God, they for the culture, they for the culture. They for generational wealth. Again, is he for generational wealth or is he for generational wealth for him, not for black folks? And across the platform, or what's the word I'm looking for? He not for generational wealth for black folks as a whole. He's for generational wealth for his family, for his kids, for his people. And some would say, what's wrong with that? That's perfectly fine as long as you're not selling us on that you for generational wealth of all black people, that you for the freedom and eradication, for the freedom of all black folks. If you, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't rap, if you don't try to build yourself in that ilk, like you just for generational wealth for all black folks, it's fine. If you don't be doing all of that, then it's cool. But Jigga be trying to appeal into that conscious, I'm for our community. I am for upliftment of our community financially. I am for our whole community prospering. I am for all of us being on an even playing field. Jigga comes across like that. He sells himself as that. He markets himself as that. If you're going to do that, you can't be capitalistic now. You can't cut deals with the NFL behind folks' back and then, take other people's money out their mouth and tell them don't perform. Y'all don't perform with the NFL. We standing with Cap. You don't play the revolutionary man and then come to find out you the capitalist man. You can't do that. You know what I mean? I said eradication. Eradication is a destruction of something. Sorry. It's not the word I'm supposed to use. I sound like the dude right there from In Living Color. What's Damian Wayans' character just using big words just to say it? No, eradication means the destruction of something. Jigga act like he's for the freedom of black folks, right? When he helped to eradicate certain black folks out of Brooklyn, destroy them about of the area with bringing the damn Brooklyn Nets over there. But anyway, man, I don't think what he said was just so profound. Oh my God, just deserves a whole lot of praise. He was defending his wife. And who gives a fuck about if you get a Grammy Award or not? Like, they don't determine our culture and what's popular and what's hip for us.